8 financial tips for gray divorce. I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices. Today we're talking about gray divorce, which is divorce for people ages 50 and over. And that's why we have 8 unique financial tips for people in that situation. Divorce is never easy, but the Pew Research Institute published a study that said gray divorce, divorce with people ages 50 and over, has nearly doubled in the past decade. Let's get on with your 8 financial tips. Number 1 is to consider what happens with the family home. If one spouse keeps the home and doesn't have the income to support it, there could be some problems there. Also, the spouse that keeps the home will likely not have the liquidity of the other spouse because a lot of the wealth and value is tied up in that home and not in the accounts that the other spouse might get, like retirement accounts or brokerage and investment accounts. Number 2 is to consider retirement income. What are the sources of income and how much are they for you, especially after you've divorced? If you don't take control of some of those retirement accounts, you may not have the income that you need. Your attorney might bring up a QDRO, QDRO, or Qualified Domestic Relations Order. This is a judicial order to split a retirement account, to give you the opportunity to acquire some of those retirement dollars, and it can avoid the 10% early withdrawal penalty. Number 3 is your Social Security and Medicare strategy. Also related to retirement, but your Social Security may be less than your spouse's, and that could severely reduce your income. So where are you going to find other sources? And then the same thing with Medicare. How is your strategy going to implement Medicare? Number 4 is all other marital assets. Be careful because sometimes inheritance is not considered a marital asset. And if there's other assets and things that were acquired prior to the marriage, each should be taken as a unique case. So figure out what you want to do with these other assets and which ones you're entitled to. Number 5 is incapacity. Not a conversation that many of us want to have, but at age 50 or older, something that you need to consider. Who's going to take care of you at that point? And what about your resources? Who's going to take care of them as well? So if you're in a gray divorce situation, make sure you have a plan for this after the divorce happens. Number 6 is all about taxes. You can file a joint return and get great benefits from doing so. But once you're divorced in future years, you'll no longer be able to do that. So make sure you understand your tax situation in divorce. Number 7 is review your estate and legacy plan. Where are the assets that you're going to pass on go to? It might be different from where they were when you were still married. And also, your will and your other estate planning documents likely need to be updated too. So make sure you address a professional, find an attorney that can help you with these things, because you don't want your will and your power of attorneys and your other documents to be out of date upon your passing. Number 8, we often talk about this, but seek the advice of trusted professionals. A unique situation here is that if you've been married for many years, you've likely been addressing the same professionals for years with your former spouse. So now there might be a conflict of interest there, especially with your attorneys. So make sure you know which spouse is going to maintain the relationship with those trusted professionals and then which one needs to acquire new ones. Very, very important situation here as you move through this process. Divorce is never easy, but in this situation there are definitely some unique challenges. So if you're in the situation of gray divorce, make sure that you have a financial plan for your future. Make sure you understand what's going to happen upon the splitting of all of those assets and then how you can live your lifestyle and leave a legacy moving forward. I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, wishing you a generous rest of your week.